சிவாய நம திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். Welcome back to our discussion on Thiruppaatu, which is the 7th Thirumurai, 38th Padigam. As per the historical sequence, this is the 3rd Padigam, and we are going to discuss about the 7th verse. veythaaya vinaikkadalil thadumaarum uyirkku miga irangi arulpurinthu veeduperu akkampeythaanai pinjaganai mainjavilum kandathu enthol emperumaanai penpaagam orupaalseythaanai sekkarvaan oliyaanai theevaay aravu sadaiyaanai thiripurangal vevaeythaanai erikedila vadaveerattaanathu uraivaanai இறைபோதும் இகழ்வன் போல் யானே. Today's verse beautifully expresses the beauty of Lord Shiva and also his grace. Both has been beautifully expressed in this particular Padigam. If you look at it, he says this particular soul, if you look at the souls around us, we are all struggling in an ocean. What is this ocean all about? It is all because of karma. It's a karmic ocean that we are stuck in. It's an interesting analogy, isn't it? Because all along we have been seeing that ocean is compared with the births. The vicious cycle of birth and death is usually taken as an ocean. Today, in this particular verse, he says karmic ocean. And which is true. If you look at it, why are we being born in this world? It is because of our karma. In order to get rid of this karma, we are being born again and again and again. So that is the reason he says the way how we need to get away from this karmic situation is to embrace the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. And he says somehow this ocean is not very cooling. If you want to cool ourselves, we usually go to the seaside and then we just chill out there. But he says this ocean is really warm and hot, rather unbearable. So it says unpleasant karmic ocean, and in that the souls are losing their own. If you look at it, that's also true. The soul's original characteristic is always to be happy. But are we really happy about everything around us? No, not really. Because of this karma, because of this body that we have taken, because of the maya that we are in, we are not being happy. And that is what he says. This soul is being born, and when it is born, it is losing its own characteristics. Its own original characteristic is missing. And Lord Shiva is looking at this soul, and he feels pitiful about it, and he starts showering his grace. Because of that, the soul is able to get self-realized and achieve Lord Shiva's feet. And he also says pinjagan. There's a nice word called as pinjagan. Pinjagan means someone who has a beautiful hairstyle rather. So it's like, you know, whenever the hairstyle is taken as a particular crown shaped approach, that is called as pinjagan. And he says Lord Shiva has a crown that is not placed by someone, because if someone places the crown, obviously they will remove it one day. But Lord Shiva has natural crown. And not only that, he has because of the poison that he drank once upon a time, he is able to show that to the world by showing it as the black color on his throat. Now, if you look at it, what is the significance of this? If you say someone out there went to the sea and they started asking for they did whatever karma, and then they started visualizing this snake, and then they used the snake, and then because of that there was a poison. And if you hear all these kind of Puranas, we will be like, oh yeah, but what's in for me? That's the next question we will have. What is in for me? There is nothing. It's just like a Purana, like a story, that's it. But if you look at it, the real analogy behind this poison is basically not elsewhere, not from a snake, it is from us. It is our Arnavam. The Arnava that it is within us, that is taken as an analogy for poison. And the poison, Lord Shiva is taking that and he is showing it to us. See, whatever I have in my throat is so protruding, it is so obvious, and it is because of the intensity of the poison, and it is nothing other than your own, your whatever you have as an arnavam, that is the one. And he says that, and he shows that to make sure that we are not getting into that kind of a situation, or we are not doing this once again, or getting into this vicious cycle of arnavam, or the influence. We are not getting into the influence of arnavam. That is what he shows as his throat. Not only that, whichever part of the world we run, he is there to embrace us. That's why he has shoulders spread across all 8 directions. So wherever we go, whenever we cry, he is there to embrace us. Such a beautiful feeling once we know that he is there to take care of us, isn't it? The next one is, he says, our Lord is in the form of Ardhanarishwara. Ardhanarishwara means one half is male and the other half is a female, which is to show, depict that because of that formation, the entire world belongs to him. They are the parents. They are everything for us. That's why they say, Ammayappare ulagukku ammayappar. They are in the form of a mom and dad, and the mom and dad is a mom and dad for the entire world, entire universe. And that's why he says he is in the form of Ardhanarishwara, and he is so beautiful. The beautiful reddish orangish color he is in. And he says he is also, there is a snake, and the snake is basically having the fire spitting snake is what he says. And this fire spitting snake is there in Lord Shiva's hair decoration. You see what Lord Shiva is using to decorate his hair? He is using snakes. And he says he is also one who destroyed the 3, we know the story of the 3 demons and the flying demons, and he demolished the 3 flying demons, right? So that is also depicted here. And he says this particular Shiva is there in the place called as Adhigai Veerattanam. And how did I miss him when he came to place his feet on my head? How did I miss it out? Again, he's in the same kind of a feeling, because it's the same feeling that he's depicting, right? So it's the same kind of inability that he did not recognize, so he's trying to project that or portray that in this particular verse. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaaya Nama, Thiruchitrambalam.